What? We can't even waste time because it's maybe the most packed show that we've ever fucking had.
Holy crap.
I'm so excited for it. Simms and Lefkoe.
3-hour podcast today.
Oh, man. Are you
3 hours.
I'm getting nervous. I hope everyone's got some time over the next 48 hours.
I can't explain to you guys what it was like to interview Alex Smith and Kirk Cousins and be like, what a fucking podcast. And then Alex Smith gets traded to Washington and Simms texts me and Josh and goes, holy shit, everything we did is fucked. Fucked.
I mean, damn.
Might as well not even been here yesterday.
No, I mean, they literally screwed all of Radio Row. Thanks for showing up, guys.
Kirk Cousins didn't do shit.
Right.
Do you believe that Alex Smith knew when we interviewed him yesterday that he was going to be traded?
I think he had inklings that it could possibly happen.
Any things during our conversation that makes you go, oh, yep, that was it?
The fact that he took the shot at the Cleveland Browns and little things like that.
And he was like, I don't want to play for Cleveland.
Yeah, right. That to me was like, oh, well, he already canceled them off or knows something that we don't know.
Do you remember what he said before the interview? When he sat down and you were like, oh, we just talked to Kirk about his situation. You guys are the same person. And then Alex was like, oh, what'd Kirk have to say?
And you think like he was kind of saying that? Like,
I don't know. We can go back and watch the raw footage. He had a little twinkle in his eye.
I would like to go back and watch the raw footage at one point. There's no way he didn't have any idea about it because the agents, this is something that they're going to warn him to. Hey, I'm in discussions with the Redskins. And he signed a deal already, or they have a deal in place. So that's not going to be done.
Right.
Or the parameters aren't going to be in place unless they check it with Alex.
Do you like the move by Washington?
I do like the move by Washington.
It gets them out from this really precarious situation of negotiating with a $34 million contract hanging over their head. But Alex Smith is not better than Kirk Cousins.
No, Kirk Cousins is better than Alex Smith, but not by a ton. And yes, I mean, you said it right. It's $34 million for one player. That's stupid. And you can't let somebody in your franchise continually hold your team hostage every year. And you and I have talked about it. I've told you about how teams want to frame their team around leaders and try to move forward that way. Right. Well, it's hard to do that as a head coach when you go, he might not be here next year.
For the third straight year. So now, where do you think Cousins goes?
All right, so there's the Cardinals.
Jaguars.
I mean, Jags, Jets.
Cardinals, Jags, Jets.
Broncos.
Denver, Giants.
I don't think the Giants have painted themselves into the Eli Manning corner.
So who do you really think? Denver?
Yeah, I think Denver, and I do think that Jacksonville is going to give him a legit look here.
I hope so.
I still am not buying in that they're going to definitely bring Blake Bortles back, but I'll be interested to see how that plays.
What do you got?
Vegas odds on where Kirk Cousins lands.
Good job, Josh.
8-5 to the Jets, 7-4 to the Broncos, 4-1 to the Cardinals. That courtesy of
the Bleacher Report app.
The BR app. Download it in the iTunes store today.
Well done, Josh.
But the Jets, you got to remember there's a link there. Jeremy Bates is the new offensive coordinator. He was in Tampa with me. He's from the John Gruden school. Of course, Kirk coming from the Jay Gruden, Kyle Shanahan, McVay school, who all learned under Gruden just like Jeremy Bates too.
Man.
So
is that where you want him to go?
Well, I'm just saying that'll be the easiest, seamless transition. He's not going to have to learn the offense at all. Denver's probably the best place for him to go, or Jacksonville if they decide to move on without Blake Bortles.
Pack show. When I tell you we're going to have Watson, Kamara, and Melvin Gordon, we're going to have Greg Olsen breaking down both teams. We tracked down Tony fucking Boselli, and Simms and him went head to head, and it was great. But we're going to start off with Michelle Tafoya, NBC reporter, easily in my mind the best in the game.
Yep.
She was great. She talks about what it's like to interview Belichick and Popovich and gives us a little preview of the Super Bowl. Michelle Tafoya, hands down, inarguably, the best reporter in the game.
Oh, I don't know about that.
No.
He says it about you all the time, even before I started working with you or any of that. So I can really attest. If he didn't, I would call him out of Fugazi and go, "You're bull crap."
Yes.
Okay. Can someone find my checkbook, please? I need to write this man a check.
And then, what's the name of the producer for NBC Sunday Night Football again?
Fred Gaudelli.
Right.
So Simms has always said this man, it's excellence, and if you don't give it to him, he's not taking it, which only further confirms your status. What is it like working with him?
I would imagine it's like playing for Bill Belichick.
Perfect.
Honestly,
That's what I knew it.
I'm not even kidding, and I'm not trying to be generic about that. when I talk to players about Bill, they say there is no situation you're not prepared for.
Right.
And that's how it is working for Fred. It's like he thinks about, now what if there's an earthquake during the game?
Yes.
What if there's a hurricane? What if a lightning bolt strikes Al down? I'm exaggerating, of course, but that's the way he thinks.
It is.
And so that's the way you have to come in prepared and know. So for this Super Bowl, you can imagine my head's spinning a little bit.
Well, I mean, you're right. It's New England. Like they want to rehearse the rehearsal at NBC.
Really?
Yeah, they do. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Are we going to rehearse before the game? Do we have to do it again and again and again?
My mic keeps. Okay, can I tell you something that
Please.
they're doing?
Yeah.
Now I don't know. I don't think this is a secret. So every time that Fred does a Super Bowl, we get a high school team in the area. In this case, it's Minneapolis North.
Right.
We have a couple guys go install plays with this high school team. Philly offense, Philly defense, New England offense, New England. They install the plays through the week.
Right.
And then they bring them over to the stadium on Friday, give them a lunch, and have them rehearse certain plays.
And just fake shoot the game.
Fake shoot some of the things so they know exactly the camera angles that they want, the way they want to shoot it.
Yes.
This is serious stuff.
It is serious stuff.
So you're a little OCD. You're a lot OCD.
Yes.
And I'm curious, this is his first year with NBC, if I can get a grade on Chris Simms' performance
I think
thus far.
he's just done an OCD job. No, he is. It's good to be OCD in this business, don't you think?
Yes, certainly. I mean, it keeps me on my game. I like to be scheduled and know everything that I want to say and study, because then you can speak freely, right?
That's exactly right.
Yeah, so I try to do that. It goes back to my quarterback days, too. It helped there as well.
See, you take that same mindset. I can totally imagine that. I bet you study film before games.
I do.
He locks himself in a room for hours, and then he writes in perfect cursive. I translate it.
Can I see your
Sure.
Show me something in perfect cursive, because holy smokes.
Right?
Like you can actually read this.
There.
So I have to translate it, and then I find the nuggets that I think would be interesting to people, and we put it out. But this is all he does.
Yes.
And so you talked about Belichick earlier. I think Belichick and Popovich, two most intimidating people. You have 20 seconds. You got to ask them a question. It's got to be good, and it can't be, well, this worked, will you continue? And this didn't work, will you fix it?
Yeah.
How do you handle that moment, whether it's in the hallway or you're going face-to-face with someone like that?
Can I tell you that Pop is one of my favorite people on planet Earth?
I'm up there. I'm with you.
I
He's
ran
the man.
into him recently in Denver. They were playing in Denver, and we had a game in Denver. And someone said, "Hey, Popovich is over in the restaurant." And I went over there. He's meeting with his staff, and I kind of waved at him, and he stood up, and it was like run and embrace long time, and it was really neat building a relationship with him,
Sure.
because you have to build relationships with these coaches, and it's not buddy-buddy. It's understand that I know what I'm doing. Trust me, I'm never going to misquote you.
Yeah.
I'm never going to betray your off the record stuff. And Pop and I built this great relationship. And some of the stuff he gave me at halftime is some of the best stuff I've ever reported in my career.
Huh.
So I love working with Pop.
He's a lot more open than Belichick, right?
He's definitely open. He'll
Yeah.
he'll say exactly what's on his mind. I remember covering a playoff game, and I said to him, what did you what was your message in there? And he, oh my gosh, the message that he gave me that he has told his team, it was like, oh, get me on the air quick. This is awesome.
That's awesome.
So he's great. Now look, they all, I think, are sort of like, do I really have to talk to this reporter right now?
Sure.
I'm in the middle of a
Especially
game.
Belichick, who's all about efficiency and cutting out 3 minutes and 20 seconds here.
Oh, listen, they agree to do it. I appreciate that, but I understand the position they're in.
Yeah.
So I approach it really respectfully. I try to think of questions that are intelligent,
Yeah.
that are going to elicit an answer. It's not always easy, because some of them, and what good does it do them to give me something that might be super, super meaty?
Right.
So you've got to kind of take it, condense it, go, okay, I know Belichick, I know what he means by this, and put it into a context that makes sense to the viewers.
Man.
You're not going to get it every time from every coach, but you try.
So we had on this show Ryan Holiday, my favorite current author.
Oh my gosh.
A friend of yours. We still
Ryan.
get people hitting us up going, bring him back. We are bringing him back soon.
Good.
He has a book called Daily Stoic, which I just found out Michelle Tafoya lives by.
I do.
I looked up Michelle Tafoya's birthday, and I'd like to read the passage from that day. It is December 17th.
December 17th.
It is a quote from Seneca, and I would like you to take that knowledge and
Okay.
apply it to this game.
Okay.
Death lies heavy upon one who, known exceedingly well by all, dies unknown to himself.
So
That's way too deep for me.
Tom Brady is known by everybody, right?
Right.
But if he doesn't know himself and he dies, what's the point?
That's right.
You have to know yourself. It doesn't matter how famous you are.
Yeah.
Your life and your death are meaningless unless you truly know yourself.
Preach.
And that's what I take away from that. And honestly, that book, all of Ryan Holiday's books have changed my life.
I know.
It sounds really creepy.
No, I know. I've gotten the full update on this. Yes.
Let me tell you, stoicism is the best philosophy you could live by.
Do you think Belichick's a stoic?
Yes, I do.
Do you think Brady's a stoic?
Yes, I do.
Any of the Eagles stick out as stoics?
He's a big Eagles fan, so
Okay.
yes, he's from Philadelphia.
But I'm being professional because Michelle's here.
So nice of you not to show your green.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm trying. Let me think
But
about
Belichick
that.
and Brady for sure.
Yeah.
But do you think they even know what stoicism is? Or
Yes,
they just
because they read that
They
book.
read it, yes.
You're right, they did, and the
Obstacle is
Seahawks-
the Way went through, and the Seahawks read it as well,
Man.
and that's how I first found out about Ryan Holiday. And then I started reading Obstacle is the Way, and I would tweet out quotes because I was like,
It stops you in your
aha,
tracks.
this is so simple, and if I just adapted this to my life, I would feel so much more calm.
Yeah.
And so I started tweeting them out, and all of a sudden I get a tweet back from Ryan Holiday, thanks for tweeting out my stuff.
Yeah.
And I wrote back, I said, if you're ever in Minneapolis, and he said, I'm there in 2 weeks.
Wow.
So I drove with my little girl, who was very little at the time, downtown, and we met in the lobby of a Hyatt or something down here. And I met Ryan Holiday for the first time. This guy is so young.
It's unreal.
And he's so smart. And he didn't graduate college, and that's so important because he didn't. That's not where his knowledge or his wisdom comes from. It's really wisdom more than knowledge.
It's like 3 books a week. For
Oh
that
my
guy.
God! And so he's become a great friend,
Yeah.
and he's had a little baby, and it's been awesome.
You got to check it out. Obstacle is the Way. Chris, I don't know if you know this. This is Mrs. Minnesota right here.
Oh, I
she
know.
runs the state.
I know.
But I just read an article that says she never comes to the Mall of America. So welcome. It's super great to have you here.
It's been a long time since I've been here. It's changed a lot.
Since you were like a teenager, like those days? Or?
I didn't move here till I was in my late 20s. So
Okay. I
we
didn't know that.
thought
Okay.
that this is where everybody lives, that it's mandatory every day. You
to
step foot
come
in the
on
Mall of America.
No, you know what? I used to come here a lot, but this is the first time, so it's nice to be back.
Well, we got to ask her about Al Michaels just a little bit. I just, because Al is such a cool guy. It's really my first year ever being around him. When you have to explain him to people, or what's the first thing that pops to your head when you think about him?
First of all, that he is funny as all
is
get
funny,
out.
yes.
That going out to dinner with Al is a treat unlike any other.
Stories for days.
Oh my God! Think about all he's done.
It's endless.
It's endless. The
It
number
is
of
endless.
stories. And you could say, I was at Mall of America the other day. Michelle, the last time I was at Mall of America
Yeah, right.
was the weekend when Tanya Harding did the triple axel at Target Center, and I was covering it. And he's got a story for everything.
Yeah.
And he's funny. And you know what? He is the sweetest man. Like, he has taken me in like a daughter, like a young, and his wife. And it's sometimes you pinch yourself, but then I realize this is my friend.
Yeah.
This is my friend, his kids, his wife, his grandchildren I know. And, but it's the best. And when I'm on the field, I hear them.
Yeah.
And I'm laughing sometimes, or I'm
they're
like,
great.
they're phenomenal. or I'm laughing, or Al says something, and I go, how did that even get in his brain?
Right,
That's
right.
brilliant. He's a genius, and without being super intellectual genius. It's like I don't know. It's hard to
It's an
explain.
affable, sort of common genius.
It's like Deep Thoughts by Jack Handy.
That's
He's
awesome.
got these random deep thoughts.
And but the thing about him is they come to him at a moment's notice.
He's a G.
Like when he said, "Do you believe in miracles?" Never thought of that.
That's amazing.
I know.
I know. He told me he didn't think of
He
it.
didn't.
I was like, what?
But that's how he is all the
Yeah.
time. In a game, a play can happen. Remember one of my favorites is, he did
what?
I mean, but
the
that's,
Odell Beckham
No,
catch.
that was
No, it
the
was years
Green
before
Bay.
the Green Bay. It was Donald-
Overtime,
Antonio
the ball
Freeman.
fell on his leg, and
Yeah.
he picked it up and ran for a
Antonio
touchdown.
Freeman, there you
whatever,
go.
Right.
Yeah.
He did what? But it's what we are all thinking in our minds.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he says it, and you're like, yeah.
Yes.
It's brilliance that's hard to describe.
You are here because of Secret.
Yeah.
Here's how this works on the Simms and Lefkoe podcast. We are going to be judging, like the dunk contest, 1 through 10, not your message, but your delivery. And I have very high hopes. So we're not going to help you.
Okay.
Give your thing, and we're going to go 1 through 10. Michelle Tafoya for Secret.
Secret deodorant has been part of my life since I was a little girl, and I saw my mom using Secret. Strong enough for a man, but made for a woman. Remember that? Well, ever since then, Secret has been championing women in all industries. And this year with the Super Bowl, they decided to say, game on. Let's look at 4 women who are involved in the NFL in ways that you might not know. So not just me in front of the camera, but other people behind the scenes in the league office at the New York Jets, and how we manage to overcome barriers that used to be there and break them down. Now, I don't necessarily think of myself as a pioneer, but I was so honored to be part of this series, honored that Chris Collinsworth took part in it, and we just talked about what it's like to be a woman in this field. However, I will end with this. Do not think of yourself as a woman in a man's field. Think of yourself as a professional in an industry, in whatever profession you choose. Go out there, prepare your, okay, here's the cuss word, prepare your ass off.
Yeah.
Work your ass off. And never stop. I haven't stopped since I began 20 plus years ago. And that's how you become a barrier breaker. It doesn't have to do with your gender, your skin color, where you're from. It has to do with what's in here, the meat of it, the grit, and the willingness to work.
What?
Oh
that was domination. I don't give 10s out.
It's
but I'm
upside down, though. Does it still count?
There it
that
is.
looks like an
You got a
0-1.
I played
0-1 for
football.
Simms, and that was. I want to run
life.
through a wall.
That was life.
I want to run through a wall. No,
And
run through a
selling
wall.
the
Oh,
product.
run through a wall. I thought he said I want to throw up, but he
No.
said I want to run through a wall.
Wow.
That was awesome. No, it was the best one we've had yet. And I didn't really want to give you a 10, trust me.
What?
I want to
No,
be the
he's a
Russian
tough
judge.
grader,
I want
yeah.
to give everybody 8s and 9s.
Michelle Tafoya, absolute legend. Enjoy her during the game. It is going to be Sunday, NBC. Simms will be on. Not that interesting. Michelle Tafoya will be there with the great stuff, as always.
This
You're
is the most
best.
fun I've had all week.
Yes.
I'm glad to hear that.
We'll take the 10 too. Michelle Tafoya, friend of the podcast.
Baller.
And it's kind of proven true. You said, man, NBC, they like to get meetings for the meetings, and your phone has been blowing up for NBC being like, Chris, can you practice taking a piss before the game? So
We'd
that
like
you
to
don't-"
rehearse the rehearsal before you go on Sunday.
I like that.
I know.
Well, of
I
course you
understand.
do.
But when you're busy as hell and it's
You're
a week
not
like
doing
this
shit.
week,
You're about to go home.
you know.
It's not even 2 o'clock and you're done for the day.
Damn, calling you
Wow,
out.
what
yeah,
a
what
dick.
an asshole.
I've only been here since 5:30. But that's fine.
Before we get to Tony Boselli, I have one little nugget.
Chris just stared me down, by the way.
Did he really? That's
Yeah.
I
awesome.
think I got him.
Headlock coming for him.
So, State of the Union was last night.
Right.
And the first thing I thought was, is Malcolm Jenkins going to definitely kneel now that Trump, during the State of the Union, said, you stand for the anthem? I mean, this is a Philadelphia Eagles team that's done this stuff all year. That was my first thought. That shows you where my brain is when I hear State of the Union.
Yeah, whatever. I have nothing.
No one to talk about it?
Whatever
All right,
comes
fuck.
out of that guy's mouth is nonsense. I'm sorry, everybody out there. He's disrespectful way more than any of the African American players are in the NFL to the United States on a daily basis. So deal with that. I don't
Yeah.
understand what you. I mean, he's literally crapping on the FBI now. I mean, it never ends. He's the most
doesn't.
disrespectful human I know.
So you say he's nonsense.
Right.
Tony Boselli thought that your quarterback rankings were nonsense. And we saw them. I said, Josh, he said, should I get him? I said, yes, go get him. Locked him in. Here is Simms and Tony Boselli going head to head about Blake Bortles. Enjoy. You know, this wasn't planned, but the best things in life are never planned. What we have between us is the biggest man that I've seen in a long time, and a man that you were right would crush us like a bug.
We had a conversation on the podcast. How many
Tony
me's would it
Boselli.
take to take you down? How many Chris
Well, it
Simms would it
depends,
take?
you know.
We said
As
3.
mad as I was that day, it would have taken quite a few. I calmed down since then.
You have.
So it would be bad.
Tony Boselli, defender of the Jacksonville realm and honorary security guard of Blake Bortles. Is there anything you'd like to start off with, Chris, and say now that we're a few weeks into this?
Wait, he said it already. I mean, he said the coolest thing I ever did was bleed out on a field. I mean, he said that on a national radio
It was
show.
pretty good. It was pretty good.
Oh, and that your dad's Phil Simms.
No,
too.
thanks.
Don't forget that.
Thank you.
When you heard Simms say it the first time, what was your thought? Bortles 70th.
So he said on the
Levitard,
Levitard show,
yeah.
with Stu Guy, which is my favorite show. I love the show.
It's
I
an
love it.
Now
amazing
I've
show.
ruined it for you now?
No, I still listen.
Okay.
And so I'm listening to him, and he said he was the 70th best quarterback, and I actually didn't even. I was like, whatever. And then he started going through guys that were ahead of him.
Yeah.
And when he got to Chad Henne, who's the backup, and I was like, this is ridiculous.
You couldn't take it
I
anymore?
couldn't take it, so I texted Stu Gotts. I said, Chris Simms is an idiot. And he goes, will you come on the air and say that? I said, hell yeah, I'll come on there and say it. So they set it up. my frustration is Blake Bortles is much better than anyone gives him credit for. And now, listen, it's not pretty, and some of the mechanics are not great.
Right.
And so, I'll give all the mechanic talk to Chris. He knows it better, and I'm not going to argue with him, because his footwork is atrocious at times. The ball's all over the place.
Right.
But playing quarterback is more than just throwing a pretty ball.
I know that.
Because
You're
some
right.
of the prettiest throwers of the football couldn't play dead in the pocket.
No doubt about it.
And the kid he has these intangibles that he wins football games. He finds ways. I mean, the Buffalo game, he was awful. Now, part of it, what no one knows was, it wasn't just because it wasn't his fault. They played way too conservative. They basically went out there and said, we're not even going to try to throw the ball unless we have to, because we don't think Buffalo can score against us.
I know.
And we don't want to screw it up. And
You're
so
right.
I think the coaches put him in bad situations sometimes.
Right.
Because when they throw it early, they open up, he's not bad.
Yes.
But he ran the ball, he fights. And as an offensive lineman, he's a guy you'd love to have there because he's so tough. He never blames anybody. He takes it on his shoulders. So I just think he's better. He's better than, I would say right now, I bet you he's in the 20th range of NFL starting quarterbacks based on who playing the quarterback position. He might be 70th is throwing a pretty spiral.
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue that. But that's not playing quarterback.
Right, and I know. I disagree with you, but whatever. And
Chris,
don't punch
you
me.
have the
But
floor.
how can you
it's
say
okay.
this is idiotic for you to say that Chad Henne is the better? And here's where I was like,
I know you
now
did.
you're being stupid.
Yeah.
Because you said, well, that's because Dave Caldwell.
Well,
that's ridiculous. Tom Coughlin's
well, I
in
know
charge.
Tom
He has
did.
zero loyalty to Blake Bortles. Zero.
I get that. I'm still saying in my book, if you had Chad Henne in there, they would call and do different plays offensively and run the game different because they are protecting Blake Bortles in a lot of ways.
You're going to force me to do something I don't want to do because I like Chad.
Yeah.
So I'm not. I don't want to.
Wait. Can we just don't even go there. Don't even go there.
I don't want to.
Don't go
like
there.
Chad.
Don't go there.
Yeah, we don't need to
because
touch it.
you're a stand-up guy. Let me be the dumb asshole here, okay? Okay. But
You're doing a hell of a job, by the way.
Thank you. But I do want
Chris,
you.
you have the floor.
I want him to do this for me. I'm not going to sit here and argue. I'm talking about this all the time, and you
do.
know I felt bad about this.
Yes.
I went to
It's
a
not
period where
personal at
I was
all.
about to go I'm going to cancel this Le Batard thing because I don't like doing this. I know Bortles is a good dude. It's not personal. So when you talk to him next time, just be like, hey, you know that douchebag Chris Simms? He said it's not personal. Give him something. Or just, you could say I punched him, whatever it may be.
Because Simms' thing is
But
he locks himself in a room for hours and just watches. And
I
so
give him credit.
but that's the thing is, I think a lot of people think he doesn't like Bortles. Has nothing to do with that.
And I actually love Jacksonville. I actually root for them. I have a man crush on more guys on your team. But wait, this is where I want to go.
What he said, where would you go?
Well, I don't even want to go there. I'm sick of talking about it.
But here's the thing.
But this is the funniest part of the whole thing to me.
Go ahead.
Is the best part is about 5 days before you called in to the Le Batard show. We went like a 20-minute segment on the podcast talking about Hall of Fame candidates, and my dad and him, all we did was talk about how awesome you were.
Phil Simms said Tony Boselli was one of the best tackles I've ever seen in my life.
Right.
And then so the fact that 5 days later you're like, Chris Simms is a piece of shit.
So then I told Dad live on the podcast the next time around, and he was like, at first when I told him, I was like, Tony Boselli told me, Dad, that the coolest thing I ever did was bleed out on the field. And he was like, what? I think his dad sensed Ken. He's like, what? So what do you mean? What did he say to you? He's like,
I'll help you.
Oh, yeah, right.
The best was I talked to him about a week afterwards. Because I talked to Phil about if we're going to cover the same game.
Sure.
He'll give me some information. I'll give him stuff. We were talking about the Jags. And he's like, what did my son say?
I know.
I told him. He's like, he started shaking.
Let me ask you this. So Blake Bortles, now the story comes out that they're going to keep him next year. He also gets some surgery done. Was it on his wrist?
Yeah.
Did the story come this morning that they're going to keep him?
Last night, Ian Rappaport was reporting that it sounds like they're going to keep him.
Now, Kirk Cousins is out there. And
So
I'm
here's the deal.
just saying.
Well, I get it. I'll say this. One, I'm not sure if he's going to pass a physical, so it might be a moot point. Because his
if he can
number
get the
is
guaranteed.
guaranteed.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
That's why it was crazy that
Right.
Jacksonville gave him the 5th year, because if he gets hurt, it's guaranteed 19.
So I still, even if he's not, I thought it was a coin flip whether they brought him back or not.
Yeah.
I'd probably bring him back and go draft a guy early in the first round. That's probably what I would do.
Right.
Because here's the thing, everyone's enamored with.
Timeout. You're going to say he's a top 20 quarterback, but you're ready to move on from him this year?
Well, if I was a GM, I'd draft quarterbacks more often than they do.
Just like the Patriots do one a year.
Or like John Gruden used to, keep guys because it's such an important position.
It's so important.
Right.
And it's such a hard position to find a guy who can do it at a high level. But so Kirk Cousins, I'm not sure I'm ready to pay him.
Yeah, I know.
27, 28.
I get you.
$70, $80 million guaranteed. Because everyone's like, well, he's so much better than Blake Bortles.
Well,
okay, here's the thing, though. Are you ready to cut 3 of your defensive players that made you the best defensive player?
Right.
And tell me the last time, and I hate doing this to the guys,
Yeah.
but tell me the last time Kirk Cousins won a big game.
I hear you. I know.
I mean, can somebody? Don't the elite
I would say
ones?
in Seattle would be the last game where he kind of beat them by himself at the end. But in terms of like with a playoff
Big
game on the
games,
line,
I understand
agree.
that.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Now, and so my thing is, I'm not sure I'm willing to risk $80 million guaranteed,
Right.
Because I don't know,
Right.
He might be
Right.
just getting the right situation, and he might be the guy that takes you to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure about that.
Wait, real quick before we I know you got a product to sell, right? Too.
No, I got nothing.
Oh,
to sell.
you're just coming by?
Just
Yes.
stand by.
This is
I'm
amazing.
doing Westwood one, so I probably should talk about Westwood one. We're
Gosh
doing
damn,
the
you're
game on.
you're big.
He's fucking huge.
Your
he's gonna be a-
hands aren't as big as I would think as for a big guy.
I've never had. No, the hands are they're thicker than long.
Yeah, they are. You're
Yeah.
a fucking giant, man. Oh, wait, but this is what I want to say. Talk about some of the other guys in your team, because I love watching you guys play, Jacksonville. You got more freaks of nature on the field than any other team. Like, who's the guy when
Yeah, you
you
gotta
look at
love
it, just where you go, oh my gosh, the size, the speed, whatever it may be.
So, I mean, there's a couple guys. Well, Calais Campbell is like the largest human being ever.
What? Isn't it unreal?
So I always think about, like, when I'm doing any game, I go, well, how would I block that guy? Because I actually measure guys up. I'm like, all right, I do this.
Yeah.
And I
Simms
think
does the
about,
same thing.
Yeah.
I think about Calais, I'm like, damn, I'd have to jump set him, because if he gets going,
You're
it's
done.
over.
Yeah,
I don't
he
care
gets-
how big you are. He's just going to run you over.
Right.
And so he's fun to watch. I love watching him. And Ngakwe's a guy that no one knows about very
No,
much.
I know.
He's a young player.
Mr. Force Fumble.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, he's all over the place. But the freak of nature is Jalen Ramsey.
Oh, I know.
He is so damn
Simms
cocky.
calls him the
Yeah.
best corner in the game.
He is
man.
the best corner. He
Yeah.
is so cocky.
Yeah.
Like, he wants.
It's Deion Sanders, Florida State primetime.
He
type
wants
of
to
swag.
play Antonio Brown
Yeah.
every snap,
Right.
man coverage,
Right.
and he might get beat, and he does not care. And
Right.
the AJ Green thing was one of my favorite moments
Oh
of
my
the year.
gosh.
It was amazing.
I mean, he completely took AJ. First of all, he
Mentally
should-
just
done.
crushed him.
See ya.
Yes.
And Jalen should not have been thrown out of the football game. 'cause
No.
he did nothing.
Right.
But
Yeah,
it's Jacksonville. It's what happened.
This
Yeah.
was unplanned, but certain things have a schedule, and I really hope for you. Saturday night,
Yeah.
Saturday day, you get the call, Hall of Fame. We believe you're a Hall of Famer.
Thank you.
play like a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy that you two have mended the fences.
Well, you know what? The fact
we can
that-
go to dinner. We can get some candles out. This shit's going
We got invited to a party, so we can go hang out at the party. I will say this. I knew that his dad, Phil, because Phil's told me that he's always been a big advocate,
Yeah.
and he covered me. He was an announcer when I was playing.
Right.
The fact that Chris jumped on the bandwagon, I will now forgive him, and I'll go say something nice to Blake
Where
for
the
you.
three
Right.
best friends that everybody could have.
Guys, Tony
Wolfpack.
Boselli.
The
We
Wolfpack.
finally got it
Yes.
together. Do you feel like you guys are now best friends?
Good job, Chris.
I feel good about it. I do. At least he knows where I'm coming from. I think at least he knows it's not like anything personal, I hope. And, after it did happen, he did text me. I think we were on the podcast
we were on
and he
the
texted
line.
me. So, no, it was cool to do. He's a really good dude.
And I kind of caught him. Oh, he's a top 20 quarterback, but if they cut him, and I was like, what?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, he's top 20, but they might cut him. I can understand that if they cut him, right?
Top 20 quarterbacks get cut all the time.
All the
Makes
time.
sense, yeah.
Yes.
One other nugget that I thought about for the Super Bowl as we are closing in on the big game. Did you hear who is speaking to the Eagles before the game Saturday night?
Oh, wait, I did hear this. Oh, Brett Favre.
I am obsessed. Here is why.
Right.
1, Brett Favre, of course, with Doug Peterson, was the last quarterback and the only quarterback to beat the Patriots while they were in their white jerseys. 1995 beat Terry Glenn. But the main reason, friends with Doug
96.
Peterson, 96, excuse me, we always fuck that up.
97 Super Bowl.
Sorry. God damn it. Anyway, Brett Favre is the personality that you need to have to beat the Patriots. Just an absolute swashbuckler, doesn't care.
He's like not even smart enough to realize the Patriots are special.
So he goes in front of the team and goes, who cares?
Right.
Fuck that.
Right.
Go out there and give them everything you got. I think it's really going to help the team.
I would agree. Listen, guys like that, when they walk in front of a bunch of football
Yes.
players, they look up to Brett Favre. Everybody knows who Brett Favre is. So it will give them juice. And I'm sure he's going to say a few things that will ease their mind going
You're
into
better
this.
than those motherfuckers.
Well, and it's just it's the Saturday before the Super Bowl. Bowl, I can't even imagine the knots you have in your stomach and the things you're thinking about. I mean, you probably can't sleep that night. I mean, it's just for a football player, this is all you dream about. Oh my gosh, can I play in the Super Bowl? It's all I ever wanted to do in my life. And that didn't happen, but it's cool to watch other people live it.
The good news is you can just come and unwind at the Mall of America.
Yeah,
just walk around.
I know. Talk,
do some shopping.
95 interviews, talk to you, and have you follow me around. Hey, Chris, we need you over here. Hey, Chris, we need you over here.
You talked about players looking up to Favre. We had a chance to talk to 3 players that would definitely look up to Favre, and I feel like we're going to be looking up to them. We were awesome. We were honored to be talking to Deshaun Watson. We believe the next great quarterback in the NFL.
Deshaun Watson. You've got a song like Aaron Rodgers.
And for true Simms Lefkoe fans, we are now saying Deshaun Watson. We also, Alvin Kamara.
Yeah.
I think might be the coolest player that I've met in a really long time.
I think he was really awesome.
Super excited for you guys to hear that. And then Melvin Gordon, he gave Bleacher Report shit. He reviewed the Migos album, and Simms said he didn't have enough legs and ass. So here are these 3 young studs back to back to back. Oh my God, Chris, it's Deshaun Watson.
So I started a new thing. I didn't know if you wanted to, because you know how with Aaron Rodgers, everybody goes, oh, Aaron Rodgers. I've started it with Deshaun.
When did you do this?
Earlier, without
talk?
you. Sorry, work wife.
Damn.
But yeah, I did. So
Deshaun
now, Deshaun Watson. You are the next great one.
I forgot. I interviewed Deshaun the week of the draft.
Yes.
And we played Madden, and you won on some bullshit glitch. And in it, I said, I hope you go 3, I hope you go 6, and I genuinely believe you're going to be the best quarterback in the draft. And thank you for making me right, Deshaun. That was very kind of you.
Of course.
Dude, you were unbelievable.
Thank you.
When you got to play this year, me and Simms were just marveling. Like, we were proud of you, but at the same point, you made the NFL your playground a little bit. Was it fun?
It was a lot of fun, and that's what I treated each and every week. It was go out there and just have fun. Just cut it loose. Don't worry about making mistakes. Don't worry about all the hype, all the cameras. Just go out there and treat it like it's just football.
So when you have people like Richard Sherman going, oh shit, he's next, or all the guys around the league being like, this is the next great quarterback, what is that like to hear from your competitors?
It's a dope feeling. It's a feeling that you can't really describe.
Yeah.
And, having future Hall of Famers and the best in the league kind of talk about you like that it's on another level, especially being at the age that I am and being my first year. So I really appreciate it, and I'm going to make it motivation to keep doing what I'm doing.
Dabo Sweeney said if they pass you up, it's like passing up on Michael Jordan.
And we called him crazy.
And when he said that, I said, damn, he's stupid. I don't know what he's talking about, okay? So, but I think the fascinating thing for me is and I know we talked about it a little earlier, it's like the NFL raised your level of play, and you did things in the first few weeks of the NFL season that I didn't even see you do in college. So I guess what I'm saying is you have untapped potential still going forward. I guess I'm just in amazement, and I want you to wax poetically about yourself.
Yeah, that's going to be hard to do, but at the same time, like you said, the level of competition at this level, you have to bring each and every week. You have to be prepared. And I'm not saying that I wasn't prepared at the college level, but it was sometimes where
you could manage the game because you were better.
Exactly.
You just weren't going to take a chance.
We were up ahead of time, so we wasn't going to take any chances of me running the ball or me making this throw. So, but at this level, every play counts, and you have to be able to go out there and perform on each play, because you might perform one play, then the next play you might get exposed.
This is great, because I forgot during the year you said he's throwing the ball harder than he did at Clemson, and you said sometimes when you get out there and you see the other quarterbacks throwing it, you go, oh shit, I really need to wing it. Was there are you throwing it harder now than Clemson?
I am. I'm doing
Why do you
harder.
think that is?
Honestly, I think because of the workouts I've done pre-draft. We focused on getting my arm stronger, getting my torque and my core a lot stronger. So that helps a lot. And then also just making sure, like you said, the competition. So seeing the other greats throw it, watching Tom Brady in preseason.
Even your teammate Tom Savage can rip it.
He can rip it.
So you go to practice, and all of a sudden, are you like, I need to really rip it?
I got to up this a little bit.
I'm not the main focus, but at the same time, there's some throws where it's like, okay, that was pretty, so I need to really rip it. But actually, the biggest thing was watching Tom Brady in preseason when they came to Greenbrier for 3 days.
Right.
Watching him, just lead up in each practice, each throw was just money. It was beautiful.
Was
to
it
watch.
what you expected with Tom Brady?
It was more than what I expected.
So, like, what did you expect and what was it actually?
I mean, what I expected was, making great throws, but at the same time having some bad throws here and there. But out of those 3 days, he probably had maybe 2 or 3 bad throws.
And he was just business the whole time.
Business,
Oh,
money.
he is always business.
Is that
receivers.
intimidating? Is it exciting?
It's very exciting because, Coach O'Brien, he explained that to me before we even seen it. And he told me, I want you to watch Tom closely, and so he asked Bill if we can watch behind Tom. And I sat there, mouth quiet, just watching him, and it really motivated me to
That's awesome.
get on my page.
Well, what about, okay, so Dabo Swinney, I don't know how he's like on the practice field, but I know how Bill O'Brien is. I mean, was that a bit of a culture shock at first to get with Bill O'Brien? Because he'll swear he's like really honest. If you play like crap, he's going to tell you play a crap. Like, I respect it much. And you've been very supportive of him, but what was it like getting adjusted to that style?
I think that's the biggest thing is just the approach. Swinney's going to rip you too. He's going to make sure that you're on page. He's same thing Coach O'Brien is, but I think the swearing part was kind of the biggest difference. But I didn't mind that, coming from where I come from. I was used to it. So.
But he was like, what the fuck, Deshaun? What are you doing right here?
Yeah, a lot of that. But it motivated me, and it really didn't bother me because I know I didn't take it personally.
Yeah, it was for good intentions.
Exactly,
exactly. Right.
Would you be more confident throwing a ball into the Grand Canyon or throwing it to DeAndre Hopkins?
I'm going to D-Hop.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's a huge, you're not going to miss. What is it like?
It's easy.
I was going to say, when you
played
realize
the Bengals, that's when I was like, can somebody double DeAndre Hopkins? Because Deshaun's going to drop back and throw to him every play.
Pretty much. I mean, we had no tight ends, 2 running backs.
It's your first game.
2 receivers, my first game. We didn't practice all week. We just had walkthroughs because we just played
It was the Thursday night game, right.
And it was just, we had to travel, so it was just like, pretty much, hey, let's go to D-Hop. And everyone on the defense knew who was going to.
I have to do Lefkoe locks, like for picking games. Right. And that Thursday night, I was like, it's a Lefkoe lock. You're going Bengals. You got a rookie quarterback. Everybody's hurt. And you go in there and you have a 50-yard touchdown run and make me look like an asshole. It was incredible.
Appreciate that. That was.
It was for your motivation. I did that for you.
He's such a caring guy. He really is.
So what now? What is an offseason like? Who did you talk to? What do you want to do this offseason?
Well, he's repairing his freaking knee.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing is preparing my knee.
I get that.
But at the same time, watch a lot of film, study myself, what I can do better and really improve on, and then also just study the other players, study some of the other guys. And there's 3 guys that I want to study is Russell Wilson, Alex Smith, Aaron Rodgers, and then
Aaron Rodgers.
Of course, Tom Brady. So really 4 guys.
So 3 guys that have good mobile games.
Correct.
And then Tom Brady
exactly,
right now, the greatest.
Everyone's going to study Tom Brady and see what he's doing.
How do you, so we just saw this with Carson Wentz. We've seen this with Andrew Luck. We saw with RG3. We're going to hear with you too. Have they already started saying run, but also be careful? And I'm sure you hear that all the fucking time.
Yeah, I hear it all the time. I mean, even when I was healthy, they'll say, hey, watch, don't take any unnecessary hits, slide, get out of bounds.
But that's what makes you so special,
Exactly. And I mean, if you watch the games, then I've watched every game that I played in. I took a slid before I even take a hit. So, the less hits that you take, the longer your career is.
We want to watch you for a long time.
A long time.
I was like heartbroken when you got hurt. I was like, damn, Aaron Rodgers getting hurt, Deshaun Watson, Odell Beckham Jr.,
J.J. Watt.
Yeah, our heads are falling off. The other thing too, Gun F. Wright, 72 Pearl Smash Wheel. You got that down yet?
Gun F. Wright, 72.
Pearl Smash Wheel.
Pearl Smash. It's Pearl Smash Wheel.
Yeah.
I was thinking of an S because sometimes S this, S that.
I got a little experience in that New England system too.
Yeah. Oh, so that's a New England play.
That's a New England play. It's a staple for their red zone.
72.
72.
Protection.
Exactly right. 5-man protection. Get the back out. He's going to run a wheel route, right? If he has an open look down the middle of the Gronk, Pearl stands for a post and a curl. They combine words in New England, which is fascinating.
So that's an option route for Gronk?
No, he's going to go right down the middle, like a post route right down the middle, split the safeties. There's 2 of them. He's going to read it 1 to curl, to wheel, to the smash guy coming underneath. But no, I just want to go like,
fuck that. He's quizzing you. I want you to give him a Patriots play or a Texans play, and I want him to recite it.
Was it culture shock, though, learning the offense before you give me the play?
Yes, it was very, very.
That's a tough system.
It was just, all types of stuff and
code words.
And how long it was, but at the same time we kind of shorten it. So it just depends on every week and who we're playing. We kind of switch it up.
Yeah, right.
All right, now give Simms one of your more complicated plays. I want to hear him recite it.
0 flood, flank, flip, fake rod, 34 flash, Z reverse right, alert, 34 flash.
Dude, what the fuck? I mean, come on. They don't make me run those type of plays. I was like,
That's a basic play. Anyway.
I know.
Oh, it's a basic play. What is the play?
It's a reverse.
Yeah, it was. Wait, say it again. 0 flood slot. What did you say? 0 flood slot.
0 flood, flank, flip.
0 flood flank FIP. Fake ride 34. Z reverse left. Can it with what'd you say? 34.
Z reverse left, alert, 34 flash.
34 flash. So if you got the safety down weak side, you're going to go alert and run 34 flash to the front side. But if the safety's not down backside, you're going to let the reverse go on. Yeah, I got you. What up, quarterback?
I heard flash and flip, and I think I heard a fup. I don't know what a fup is, but I heard a fip and a fup.
A FIP, yeah.
I just want to say you are the future. You are awesome. And you're a great guy to go along with a great talent. Simms and Lefkoe, the Players Podcast. We are team Deshaun Watson.
Appreciate that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's only here for Old Spice.
All right, so you are going to pitch us on Old Spice.
All right.
We are not going to help you, and then we are going to grade you on your pitching skills from 1 to 10.
Don't make me
So
throw
I don't
out
need
that
that.
number 4, Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, you need to get the Old Spice because they're bringing out a new collection called New Captain with the Reds collection. It has the premier scent, and you don't have to get the pricey bottles and the pricey tags. You can just get it from Old Spice and get a lot of it.
Tight, concise.
Tight, concise. Could have used a little more energy, I thought.
I agree.
And he could have included us in the cell. So I'm only giving it an 8. I'm going 8. Okay.
Turned into you. I'm going 6.
You're going 6. Yeah.
I think you did it. You had a shirt pop.
He
which
smells
I really
good
liked.
though. He does smell good.
He's wearing the product. I'm going to go to a 7 because he's wearing the product.
I'm not. I'm stuck at 8. I'm not giving any more.
Deshaun Watson, future of the NFL. Simms and Lefkoe holding it down. Before the draft, he came out and said, Lefkoe, Kamara, Tennessee, this guy is a blue chipper. We've been on you before the draft, so when everyone was sleeping,
Yeah, y'all was awake.
I had you in fantasy. My man Gabe calls you Camizzle Sauce.
Camizzle
real.
sauce.
That's the nickname.
Make sure you're talking to the mic. Just say
The
it.
thing that I love about you is I read these articles and I see you say, I got a 24 on the Wonderlic.
Yeah.
I'm Alvin Kamara and I play football.
Yeah.
What has it been like being seen as a football player, but a man that clearly knows who they are?
Man, I mean, it's cool. You know, I think that was one of the things, like, throughout the combine that kind of kept teams away from me. It was like, okay, well, he plays football, but, you know, he doesn't really need – it looks like he doesn't really need football. A lot of people told me –
How dare you have a life? How dare you?
Exactly. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like one of those things where I'm like, so you want me to just depend on this, you know what I'm saying? Which, I mean, okay, this is my job, but it's like, I mean, I can't have anything outside of it
Yes.
going on. So, I mean,
Not
it was
to
just
bring
funny.
up Jay-Z and 444,
Yeah.
but you are represented by a company. I think is it run by your uncle or family
Yeah,
members?
yeah, my uncle,
And
yeah.
you are and it's all tight.
Yeah,
Got to keep the
exactly.
family
it's
tight.
Just it's just family. You know what I'm saying? I think that's really important for me. Like, I don't really like a lot of outside
Yeah.
shit, you know, just coming in and corrupting what I got going on. So all people I've known for my whole life, all people that, you know me, I can go to sleep, turn around, close my eyes, and wake up and know everything's good.
So my man Simms doesn't have an Instagram.
Yeah.
He's not on social media.
Yeah.
He definitely doesn't know who the Migos are.
For sure.
Good friends.
Yeah.
His uncle is like represents them pretty much.
Wait, but I mean, I know Migos songs. I just don't know which ones they are.
Splash. Drop.
I'm still not going to know the names
No.
of them. But
Yeah.
I mean,
But I'm going to say this.
Yeah.
I have a nickname for
Right.
Kamara-Ingram.
Right.
I know you guys are going with Boom and Zoom.
Nah, we like
Fuck
that. We
that.
don't love it. We don't love it.
Do you have one in your head that you
nah,
like?
I don't got one.
I have one for you.
What's up?
And if you like it, do you promise to use it?
Yes, come on.
Okay.
I got to consult with Mark, though.
Culture 2 is out.
Yep.
Walk it and talk it.
That's hard.
Walk it like you talk it. Come on.
Hey, that's hard right there. That's
That's
hard.
what I'm saying.
I got to consult with Mark, though.
Okay, you could be walk it, or he's walk it. No. Yeah, you're walk it, he's talk.
All right, bet.
Yeah.
Bet.
All right, and if you take it, Simms and Lefkoe, copyright.
give us- yeah,
trademark.
I
Right.
got you. I gotta give credit.
the other thing, this is where I'm fascinated. Mr. Georgia,
Yeah.
go to Alabama, leave Alabama, go to junior college,
Right.
then go to
That's community
Tennessee.
college. Yeah.
I don't know what they were smoking down there. They don't give you enough
Yeah,
carries.
some other shit.
So yeah, some other shit, right? just talk about that journey and how gratifying it is now that you're going to be the Rookie of the Year, and
Hopefully.
you're going to go, hey, Nick Saban and Tennessee, what the hell are you thinking? Just talk about that whole thing.
So really, leaving Alabama was really my choice. You know, of course, like Coach Saban, they wanted me to stay, but I mean, it was just something I felt like I had to do. So leave there.
Was it player-wise? You just felt like you weren't going to get enough carries, or you just did not like the culture that much?
It was just, I came in, got hurt early, and
Right.
I just didn't feel. You
didn't feel it.
Yeah, I didn't feel it. So
Right.
Made the decision to leave. Went to JUCO for a year just to kind of sit back and get to know myself a little bit more and
Right.
realize and just mature some.
Right.
Because I made a lot of immature mistakes at Bama. Didn't deal with some things right. Didn't deal with the injury right. So I was like, man, let me go to JUCO, sit down for a year, and just grow as a person. Did that. Went to Tennessee, and we all know what happened in Tennessee.
But what was the deal there? Why would you get 5 carries and they were the best carries of the game, and then you wouldn't get a carry for 2.5 quarters?
I don't know, but it was like every week I was going in like, all right, I might get 2 carries, I might get 10, I might get 5. So I was like, everything I do it has to be 100%. Like I got to make something happen. I got to make the most out of these touches.
Here's why it's great. Obstacle is the way. Now you're fresh. You don't got 300 carries
That's
like some
right.
of these other dudes coming out of college.
Right.
He grew up loving Airheads, and he's got to deal with Airheads.
I saw that.
You're very jealous.
I do. I love a red Airhead. Come on.
I was going to say
especially
you
when
want
I got
Oreo.
the munchies. Yummy.
Look at it.
I was going to say you always wanted an Oreo deal.
Well, I did. I always wanted an Oreo.
You know Oreos
deal.
are vegan?
I did. Yes.
What?
Yes.
There's cream in the middle.
Oreos
It's vegan.
and
It's
Junior
vegan, bro.
Mints. It's still they're vegan.
Are you vegan?
No, I'm not vegan. I just found that out. So I was like, man, look.
I might get on that
because
Oreo.
I eat Oreos a lot.
Yeah.
And my one of my friends gets on me. They're like, man, you just eat all them damn Oreos. I'm like, they're vegan, bro. They're good. You know what I'm saying?
You can just call it vegan.
Yeah, it's vegan.
Awesome.
Come on.
That's awesome.
I think the other thing that I read is you said I could chop it up. I could do fashion. I could do
Yeah.
history.
Yeah.
We talking French Revolutionary War? What kind of history interests
Whatever.
you?
What you got? What you got for me?
I'm more curious. What are you reading?
Reading right now. I'm not reading anything right now.
Okay.
I've been on the go. I've been on the move. But
But in history, what era and time of man interests
I'm
you?
like I'm more into like African studies. Like,
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? My mom is African. My mom's
Sure.
from Liberia, so like African studies, things like that.
Right.
Understanding your roots.
Yeah.
Can you see why franchises would look at him and go, man, he's too smart?
He's got a nose ring and these crazy hair. I don't know what to do with him. And he actually thinks for himself, so he might actually ask a question I don't know how to answer.
Isn't it great that he went to New Orleans with Sean
Sean's
Payton
a
and
guy.
that culture?
Come on,
That's
Sean's.
why I ended up in the perfect spot. You know what I'm saying? They asked no questions. Sean
Yeah,
was like,
they don't-
Look,
you can
run
play.
these routes, bro.
Right.
Get on this board and all right, cool.
You can
don't
run
get in trouble?
382
Yeah.
wide stick looky, and
Yeah.
you're in there all day
Look
long.
at you got to play
yeah,
now.
I played for Gruden, so I
Yeah.
got that same offense.
I got you.
Yeah.
What's in store for you as we get excited for your career? What are we looking forward to?
Man, growth. Just growth. I'm just trying to keep climbing. I had a good year this year. Feel good, and I feel like, the sky's the limit, especially just being in the situation that I'm in with Drew and with Sean and with just being in New Orleans, the organization I'm in. I mean, it's one of those places where like you can grow as much as you want to.
Yeah.
Right? So that's what
What do you hear pitching us today?
Pitching?
Yeah, you got are you doing like advertising? You got a brand? Or you just here? Oh, you're
Yeah.
doing you
Vizio.
vote for you.
Yeah. The
The
Vizio.
FedEx.
Yeah,
you
Vizio.
Oh, Vizio. Okay.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna
Top
do.
value performer.
Oh, yeah.
We are going to take out our 1 through 10.
Man, I got my trophy already, dog.
You're going to sell us. Well, no, I want you to Vizio.
Yeah,
Okay.
we want you to sell us on.
Sell
we're gonna
us
give your
on
product
the
pub.
sales pitch, and we're going to rate your sales pitch 1 through 10.
Don't make me give that number 6
Man,
Tennessee
look here.
out
Look,
there.
Okay, so I've been nominated for the Vizio Top Value Performer. It highlights a player that has outperformed their contract. You know what I'm saying? So me being a 3rd round pick, rookie. I think it's safe to say that
you outperformed.
Yeah, that I outperformed
Yeah.
my contract.
Yeah.
So in the running with guys like Devontae Adams, Alex Collins, Jordan Howard, and Jared McKinnon. I won. It was a fan vote. They voted me. I got my trophy. And I'm gonna watch. I won my 5 M Series 75-inch TVs, and I'm gonna kick back and I'm gonna watch whatever the fuck I want to on them.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm going 9.
I'm only giving it a 7.
That's fine.
He needed to clean a few things up.
That's
I
fine.
thought, I just thought.
I think there's not a lot of guys that can just run through the list of names. You nailed that done. I know you got it. Kick back, dropped a little F-bomb. That's a solid 9.
The F-bomb, I should have probably gave him one
Look
more
at
point.
it. You can give me
Yeah.
an 8. It's cool.
All right.
Do you ever want to come to New York hang out in Bleacher Report, do some.
I'll come
you want to do it?
I'll come up there and kick. I'll probably be up there for Men's Fashion Week. So.
What you want to do? Men's Fashion Week with Bleacher Report?
I can do that.
All access.
Man, look, I'll put y'all on some shit, bro.
Oh wait, hold on.
I see. Tell me about this necklace.
Your mic.
This necklace?
Yes.
So this is the record label.
That's the
Quality
one?
Control. So this is like the mantra is like solid foundation. So that's what what I'm saying. So that's what it is, an S and the F.
Uncle K, right?
Yeah,
Coach
Coach
K.
K, yep.
Coach K is his uncle.
Yep.
I'll teach you all about
keep me
this
cool,
shit.
okay?
Yeah, I got you.
sure.
Alvin Kamara, future of the NFL. When you look at the running back position, this is the new mold.
Yeah.
And this face, make this the face of your company. Throw this man advertising
Come on, now,
dollars
give me
because he's
some.
got it.
Give me
Alvin
some.
Kamara, the man. Love you, dude.
So,
Appreciate you, dude.
Appreciate that.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
We are here with the man that Chris Simms said even before the draft was going to be the stud, the star, and the shining moment for the Chargers franchise. He's now in LA. He's big time. He's got ripped jeans. He's got the
so
Balenciaga
cool.
shoes, and he's looking up something on his phone right
To get
now.
to you, something to get
Probably
you.
to mess with me.
I want to touch his traps. Oh man, they are strong.
I had a video of Melvin Gordon 2 years ago at the Super Bowl with maybe the biggest bicep I've ever seen.
Yeah, no.
In my entire life.
You know what?
Here, move up. Get your face on that microphone.
Where we at?
Oh, we're
Okay.
going. But
Yeah.
this is. Do you ever find it weird? Like, of course, all right. We don't mean to bring up Todd Gurley, but you guys are kind of synonymous because of that same
you know
draft.
what it is.
Everybody thinks he's bigger than you. I feel like. You ever notice that? Like, I
Yeah.
feel like it was something with the 30 that he wears. And like we had somebody
it's a
here
little
before
boxy.
who was like, "Oh, he runs with power, Gurley." And I just wanted to be like, "Man, have you ever seen Melvin Gordon? Melvin Gordon's like a lot bigger than Todd Gurley."
Yeah, he just probably got bigger legs, man. He got bigger legs.
You got big. Talk. Make sure you're talking to the mic.
Yeah, he got bigger legs.
He got bigger legs.
I heard
Okay,
that.
that's
He
it.
got
We'll
bigger
just give him that. That's it.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. And you know what? Now that you say that, with running backs in the NFL, we always talk about the new waves of pass catcher running backs.
Right.
Melvin Gordon's catching like 8 catches a game. All right, did you get it?
I'm trying to find this because
What
I
are you
got
trying to find?
You wanna tell us?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all.
Yeah, use the words.
What's up with this mess, this horse mess about me being the 28th best running back? Somebody
Ooh.
got to explain.
Oh, no, we don't run that
That's
shit.
not
Somebody
me.
got to tell me what's
Oh,
going on
good.
because I was looking for
Find it. Find
What
it.
were the
Show y'all
names?
on
Who were
camera.
the names ahead of you that were like, shut the fuck up?
It don't even matter. 28th though, I know I'm not the 28th.
No,
best
no, no.
running back in the
Simms
game.
gets really upset because great players like you come over and go, man, why'd you rank me so low? And Simms goes, I don't even know how to read or
Oh,
write.
I had something for y'all. I needed a list.
That ain't me.
I
I can
need a
promise you
list.
that.
Call your mans up and tell them I need a list. 28th back, I was like, man, they got to be thinking of my jersey number or something. Cause
Yeah.
You're confused.
I was like, they crazy. They got to be crazy. I don't know what they
they
got
are
going
crazy.
on.
No, yeah, they fuck up sometimes. That's okay to admit.
Yeah, y'all lucky I
But it
can't
was
find
Bleacher
this. I don't
Report
know.
that did it?
It was definitely Bleacher Report.
Damn.
Yeah, hold on, Josh. You look it up.
The
you
fact
see
that
if
I
you
can't
can find
You got
find
it
this,
already?
The fact that
We
I can't
probably
find
erased
this
it.
irritated me.
Yeah, we probably erased it. We were like, we
I
fucked
think
up
we
with Melvin
found
Gordon.
it already.
All right,
You
we're
working
gonna
on
work
it?
on it.
All right, he'll find it.
All right, but man, we loved the Chargers so much this season.
Yeah.
You had the slow start, and then it started to click. And we were like, you know what? We thought there were 2 teams that could go to New England and really beat them in the
Yeah.
playoffs. You and Jacksonville. Jacksonville had the defense. Their defense is amazing.
Yeah.
But your secondary, your offense, Keenan Allen healthy, your offensive line came out of nowhere. Did you guys kind of feel at the end of the year, man, if we would have just won one of those fucking games earlier, we would have been great?
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. We were definitely thinking about that. And, going 0-4, that killed us, man.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That killed us because, after that, we were going. I mean, we only lost 3 more games after
Yeah.
that?
Right.
So we were rolling, man, and it just sucked because if we pull out one of those games,
I know. And they were
we're in the
close.
playoffs.
You come back in Denver, tie it up. The Eagles game was really close
That was
until the very
yeah.
end.
New
Yeah.
England, you
Yeah.
know,
Oh.
Travis Benjamin ran the wrong way.
And
Phillip
that's
Rivers
crazy.
fumbled the ball backwards 30 yards.
Man, and the thing was, that was a touchdown with Trav.
Oh,
The
he
guy,
had-
the
he had
guy
to set it
they
up.
picked each other. Trav didn't even. Trav got nothing to do with that.
Oh, the touchdown that got
Yeah,
called
that got
back,
called
the long,
back.
shallow
That's-
cross.
that's a
Yes.
touchdown.
I know. I showed it on the
That's a touchdown.
podcast.
He came out and said they called it a pick and it wasn't a
Yeah, it
pick.
wasn't
Two
a
New
pick.
England guys ran into each other.
Yeah, they ran into each other.
I know.
Trav got nothing to do with that.
I know,
That
that's-
changes the game.
You just
does,
thought in your head
yeah.
you went fucking Patriots.
I'm just like, bro, God, dog.
Yeah, I know. They don't need any more luck.
And
they
I
don't
didn't,
need that.
I didn't think they were like overly,
No.
They just play
Say
sound.
no. Finish what you're saying. They're not overly what?
Talented.
Yes.
Yes, I'll
Like they
say
didn't.
it.
Like I wasn't like shocked after playing them. I was like, this game is winnable, but it's just they don't make mistakes.
They execute like
they don't
a
make mistakes.
motherfucker.
Do you think people
make
maybe get there, see the Patriots, are like, wow, they're not that crazy?
Yeah, but everyone loses. That's the crazy thing. Everyone says that, but everyone loses. So they probably have the talent. It's just like your expectations for them are so high,
Right.
that it's just like after you play them, it's like.
When you say they don't make mistakes, and you guys, when you make mistakes, you get chewed out by the coaches afterwards. What is it like to see a team that never makes mistakes?
It's cool to see when you're not playing them.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just crazy because it's like, okay, if with the talented team that we have,
Right.
if we could, if we could play like them, not make mistakes, and make people suffer for the mistakes that they make,
Yeah.
we could be just as good. So that's what you think after you play, New England.
It motivates you.
It motivates you. And I can't say that they aren't talented, because they are.
It's funny. Didn't you go on a winning streak after New England, too?
Yeah.
I think that's like right when it started.
They're not super talented, though. I mean,
they're not. I feel like we have more talent.
Oh,
than
you
New
do.
England.
You definitely
I feel like,
do.
and that's more of it. That's more it. I feel like
Right.
we have more talent than New England, but they're still a good team. Obviously,
Sure.
they beat us, and I feel we're a talented team. So, that's
they just
that's
execute
speaking to everyone
and
there.
don't make mistakes. And
They don't.
situational football is off the chart.
When
play
you're on
ball.
the sideline, you get to watch talent. It's our
Yeah.
favorite duo in the NFL. We call them the Brogram, Bosa and Ingram. We
Yeah.
call Bosa
Brogram.
Brosa because he's just a
Brosa?
super bro.
He's a bro.
Yeah, he definitely
What
is.
up, bro?
What was it like? What was it like to watch those two go to work this year?
It's crazy, man. Obviously I've been around, Mel. I hang around Mel Ingram a lot, and I'm really cool with Bosa. So going up against those guys in practice is crazy because it's just. They win a lot, man.
Yeah.
And they make us better, though. So I knew coming in we were going to be fired because we're going up against a talented defense every day. We're going up against Mel and Bosa every day.
Yep.
We're going up against Denzel Perryman every day. Brandon Meebang every day. It's not going to do anything but help our O-line get better. But those guys is just a show to watch, man. You're definitely looking up. Third down, come up.
Yeah.
You need a big play. One of them are going to make it.
Your team changed so much when fucking Perryman got back. When Perryman
Oh
got
my
back, all of a sudden
gosh.
it was like no one can run on the Chargers anymore.
And I think that's a big reason why we went 0-4.
You're probably right.
I think that's a big reason why. We had some guys. We had C.J. Anderson. We had Jay. Who was the first 4 games?
LeGarrette Blount had a real big run in that game.
Yeah, that's right.
We were going up against some talented backs.
Kareem Hunt, I think, was in the beginning too.
Yeah,
That was a close game against the Chiefs.
Yeah. And he broke off that last one, but not having Denzel.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a difference maker,
He
and that's
is.
just what it is, man. Nobody can run on us like that when we have 52 back there.
Simms, do you remember 2 of his teammates at Wisconsin?
2 of his teammates?
In the running back backfield. They're playing in the Super Bowl.
Well, yeah, Corey Clement.
Yeah.
And then, wait, who am I missing?
James White.
Oh, crap. I would have forgot about James
Isn't
White.
that
White.
fucking nuts?
Crazy.
Think about
How
that
you gonna
backfield.
forget about James, man?
I know.
Come on, man. That's Super Bowl MVP last year, man. I don't care what nobody says.
No, he wasn't
Man,
a Super
yes,
Bowl
he
MVP.
was a Super Bowl MVP.
Caught 10 swing passes. Who cares?
Man, come on. How many touchdowns he had?
3, 2?
I think he had 3.
I think Brady
And
was
who
better.
Hold on, but
converted
you're not-
that 2-point conversion? That was probably one of the biggest plays in the game.
Wait. I'm supposed to be doing the interviewing here. I know that. He was really good.
Okay.
And the quarterbacks do get way too many MVPs, but Brady did deserve it last year. James White, that was amazing. I mean, he broke the record for receptions in a Super Bowl. That's
yeah.
kind of crazy
He
for a
kept
running
him in
back.
the game, man.
But wait, this is what I want to ask you. L.A., San Diego, this year, what was it like did you like living in L.A.? Did you like it better than San Diego? And then I want to know about the stadium and having to play in that bullshit-ass home field advantage you got.
Yeah. Well, I like the San Diego a little bit more just because, I was there for, 2 years.
Right.
I started finally figuring my way, out without having the GPS things. Made some friends there, some connections there with people.
And San Diego's cooler than LA.
I think so, too.
I've been to both.
The landscape's prettier.
It's more my
everything.
speed. It's
Right.
more my speed.
San Diego is what everyone
beautiful.
thinks LA is.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
LA, there's all this other shit going on. Yeah. San Diego is
I'm telling you, San Diego is probably the nicest city I've been to. It's the nicest, and I've been to Florida. I've been everywhere, and San Diego by far got it.
People are so
on
nice.
lockdown.
Everybody's healthy. They're all vegan. It's good shit.
It's
Right.
lax, man.
What about that stadium though?
It's it's
You ain't gonna be there for long, so it's okay.
it's high school, Texas high school type.
It is. That's right.
But we get to winning in there, man. We'll see more blue jerseys. And
Yo, because I'm an Eagles fan, and we were all.
Y'all was rocking.
That was a home game.
It was probably 90% Eagles fans.
Which fan base invaded the most during your home games this year?
Eagles.
Yeah.
Eagles for sure.
So when you played them, you've played New England. What's your take for the Super Bowl, man?
It's hard to bet against Brady.
Yeah.
Let's just put that out there. I mean, especially in big time games like this. After what he did last year, it's just I mean
It's like playing a ghost.
I won't pay my money. I want Philly to win. I want Philly to win.
You're rooting for him.
I want Jay to get a ring. I want Corey to get a ring. James got what? Three already?
Yeah, he's got at least 2.
Well, he's got 2. This will beat 3.
Third? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He's good. You're right.
Yeah,
It'll be harder for you to catch him.
He's
yeah.
good. I can't catch James,
I'm a firm believer that Corey Clement can be a featured back in the NFL.
I think he could be a starter. When I seen Jay went there, I was like, man, this sucks. I'm happy for Jay because, Philly's offensive line is amazing.
It really is.
And from him to go to that and how Miami did him, I think he needed that.
Yeah.
And I'm glad he's in the Super Bowl, and that's another reason I want him to win, so he can rub it in Miami's face. But man, Corey, I feel could be a number 1.
He hits the edge so fast, and he's got such burst.
And he's got bigger legs and ass than you do.
Yeah. And I've been saying it since college.
He's a legs and ass guy.
And I've been saying it since college. Corey, he probably didn't put up the numbers that he wanted to, but from his first day there, I was like,
he was impressive in college.
His style fits the NFL.
Yeah,
and I was like,
does.
he's gonna be. I was just always telling myself it's gonna work for him.
Right.
And I feel like he could be the number 1. But now that Jay's here, I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna, because Jay is phenomenal as well, they're gonna take carries from each other. So the premier guy, who's it going to be? Obviously, everyone thinks it's Jay, but I don't think Corey wants to take the back seat too much longer.
No. Always the silver lining is hopefully he can carry the ball a little. They share it, and they can add more years to the career.
So Blunt's probably gone. I mean,
that's right.
We know that. So it's Corey and it's Jay. So who's the guy?
Random question. Culture 2, good album or literally the same as Culture 1?
I thought it was the same.
Look at this right here. I just want you to check this out right here.
Okay.
What the hell is Culture? What are you guys talking about?
The album.
It's the Migos.
Oh,
they just put out a new album.
Gotcha.
This is my boy Diary.
Read it out loud. So you wrote what?
I said, who's performing at this club?
And then your friend responded.
Migos is pulling up. Weak ass album. I almost ain't want to go, but I heard it's gonna be popping.
So tell the truth. Is that your friend's thought, or do you agree? Do you agree? And then Melvin Gordon responded. No, I'm gonna say it. Album poo as fuck. Damn. Walk it like you talk it. You're not even
I
it's
ain't
the same.
But I rock with Migos though, man. I'm no hater. I like
you would say it to him.
I wouldn't say it at all. I just walk and talk like everything's cordial, unless they, brought up the album like what you think, but
if
I don't think
in the
we're
studio,
that cool. Yeah. I don't think we're on that cool of a level.
Talk to Kamara. His uncle like manages the Migos.
Oh, word?
For real.
I'll see what he thinks about it. I'm gonna be talking to him probably tonight.
He's like
or
really
tomorrow
good friends with him.
Word?
Yeah. So tread lightly.
Good talk.
I don't think it was. I don't want to hate on it too much. I haven't heard every song, so I don't want to. Let me not hate.
Because there's 24 fucking songs.
I didn't hear everyone
I'm not
yet
hating.
Yet. I'm waiting to hear the rest.
The album is a movie, so I'm not gonna hate, but
Who brought you here for us today? Who are you selling?
Who I'm selling?
Yeah. You got an advertiser? You got a plug?
I just got CC.
Oh my God.
You got nothing.
This is the best.
People don't love me, man. That's why I got to get going, man. I got to do something.
No, this is
I gotta
perfect.
go
So then here's what we're going to do.
We want you to sell Melvin Gordon.
Yeah, sell Melvin Gordon.
And we're
going to
grade you.
Of Bleach, and we're going to give you a 1 to 10 on you selling yourself. Look at the camera. Tell us why Melvin Gordon is it. Give it to us.
Melvin Gordon is it?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Passion.
I'm going to tell you why Melvin Gordon is it. I'm young. I'm 24. I'm good looking.
Hey.
I got a nice smile.
Oh.
Got long hair.
Yep.
I'm athletic.
Yes, he is.
Banging body.
What?
Nice abs.
Banging.
Nice abs.
You want to check the arms?
Yeah.
I got it on the phone.
You know what I'm saying? I
got to do some squats.
I got a nice car. I got friends with nice cars.
Hey.
I got friends with nice looks. So, you know what I'm saying? All around game. And we can take you anywhere you want in the world. So
Damn.
come rock with us, baby.
Damn.
Was that a
That's
Tinder
good.
That was a good
profile?
one.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
I'm giving it an 8.
I'll
Give it
take
an
it.
8.
I'll take it.
That was an 8.
I'm going to give it a 9.
Yeah.
I've just never
You know what
heard
I'm saying?
anyone sell themselves like that. That was great. I got nice abs. I got a good smile. I got long hair. Shit's awesome. Melvin Gordon, not 28th in the NFL and
Not.
running back. He is
Not.
honestly the prototype of what you want him to look like. He can
Thank
catch. He can run. And the
Thank you.
Chargers, look out for them next year because they're coming.
We coming.
They're coming.
We coming.
Melvin Gordon. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Greg Olsen intro.
Yo, I think I want my new name to be the Transition King. I think I like it.
Do you think you're deserving of that?
How many nicknames can you make up for yourself?
What else do I have?
Lefkoe, man.
That's a good one.
All right, fire away, Lefkoe.
Okay.
Make sure that should be on the podcast right there.
All right, let's just keep going. That's
Yeah.
fucking in the podcast.
Right.
All right, so those were those three guys. They were great.
Wait. Kamara was cool. And
Oh, my God.
You gotta because Kamara, I think it's really funny, again, the inside look to the NFL. How he said teams didn't really like him. You know, again,
I read an article
He's
that
a
an
free-thinking man
Yes.
that dresses a little funny, and it just shows you the conservative nature of the NFL. Here he is, as smart as a whip,
Yes.
as good as it gets.
Yes.
But we're gonna judge him by his appearance, and we're gonna be scared.
It's
annoying.
It is. He doesn't love football. I truly believe that sentence means he's not dumb enough, like that.
To
we
just
can't,
listen to everything I say.
We can't manipulate him
Right.
fullest, and he won't sacrifice all of his brain cells for us.
Right.
But it
yeah,
is
I
what
think
it is.
that's a good way to say it.
A few weeks ago, Greg Olsen actually broadcast a Minnesota Vikings-Rams game. Chris Simms went on Pro Football Talk and says, I don't think it's ethical because maybe he's going to steal some plays. And you were really worried that it was going to get to Olsen and that he wasn't going to know that you weren't saying it as harsh as it came out.
Right.
Well, he came and he definitely took it just like you didn't want him to.
Yeah, I knew he would.
And you guys had to hash it out.
Yes.
But the best part is, I want you to realize, once they hug and make up, they both say a little catchphrase right at the end that proves that they're Jersey as hell. Jersey. Here is Greg Olsen breaking down the Super Bowl. He gives his prediction, and he hams it up about Jersey football and Simms Lefkoe. Simms, you said you wanted the first question for Greg Olsen.
I
so
do.
shoot
I mean,
away.
first let's introduce Greg Olsen, tight end of the Carolina Panthers, and a Wayne Hills tight end.
Nice.
Back in the day, not as good as Ramapo High School, but pretty close.
Other than your senior year.
Wait.
Get him.
Are you-
Fucking get him. Can you give it to
Are
him?
you
please?
mad at me?
I wasn't on the team,
No,
though.
Are you mad at me?
We got to talk about this.
All right, so let's
Yes.
talk about this. Can I just give my side
give,
first?
Give your background. And
Okay.
then I'll fill in the incorrect part.
Okay.
This is
Okay,
perfect.
so Olsen was going to announce the game on Fox, right? And I'm in the fucking media business now, all right? He's going to announce the game on Fox.
Yes.
and
We're
he was
allowed to
hurt.
curse on here?
Yes.
Fuck shit balls.
Yes.
What,
Yeah.
what network is it?
Yes.
This is
awesome.
Bleacher Report.
This is
Welcome
Bleacher
to the
Report.
Wild
Welcome.
West.
All right,
Welcome
go
to
ahead.
Millennials.
Let's do it.
All right, so then he's going to announce the game for Fox. I'm on, the Pro Football Talk with Foria. It's big news. Greg Olsen, going to announce a game to a team that he's fighting for.
Teams are worried of his knowledge.
Now, I
Yeah.
don't know if you saw what I said, but
I did.
every time I did, I prefaced it with, you're a great guy, you're a smart guy,
you.
I've known you, and I know you don't have bad intentions. I just was saying it was a bad look, and I didn't think you should do it.
Okay.
So I reached out to your agent, because I didn't have your phone number.
Okay.
But I said, damn, somebody in Jersey or somebody might tell Greg that I've said this, and they're going to think they might have not seen the whole thing.
Well, I saw the headline on Pro Football Talk.
Yeah, see, that's what's fucked up.
But he didn't put in all the. Listen, here's the deal. As far as that goes, when we signed up to do that, it was August,
Right.
July, August
course.
of the
Yes.
season. The season had yet started.
Yes.
They gave us a handful of things. The only criteria we gave them is I didn't want to do an NFC South game.
Gotcha.
I just thought that was going to be weird. Whatever. So we said no NFC South game, and then whatever the number 2 game is, because that was the only broadcast. So backstory, Kevin Burkhardt used to work for WGHT back in New Jersey.
Okay.
So I knew him because he used to cover our local games for WGHT radio in random northern New Jersey, State County.
Right.
So I knew Kevin years ago. I flew out to California. I was out there visiting some friends, went over to Fox, did like a test run game.
Right.
With Kevin.
Right.
So that was the comfort zone, was working with Kevin and that crew. So fast forward now to this opportunity. They said, hey, it was originally supposed to be a 3-man booth with Cutler.
Right.
Cutler goes back. We're back to a 2-man booth. For your bye week, would you want to be the Cutler, for lack of a better word, fill in and do something unique and cool? And we said yes. So the two crew was the key to it.
Right.
So then fast forward, that happened to be the number 2 game. The number 1 game, they sent Aikman and them down, and I think they did New Orleans.
Okay.
And then the number 2 game, who would have thought the Rams would have been so as good as they were, and they're playing. True. So the number 2 NFC game happened to be what it was. And it was nothing more than that.
Yes.
Nothing more. My perspective of the game was nothing more or less than I would have gotten from watching film, from reading the same articles, watching the same broadcast. And then we happened to beat him a couple weeks later. I had 0 catches.
All right, so wait, you read the headline
So
now.
obviously I didn't do very well in my espionage because I didn't catch a ball.
But no.
Damn,
and
I wish it was espionage.
But
I wish it didn't happen in August and you were like the Olsen family.
So all
That's
I was just saying, I was like, man, because the Minnesota
The
scene
unethical, that was the word that kind of, I was like, unethical.
Oh, okay,
is
fine.
aggressive.
That's fine.
Because I don't think it was like an ethics. I don't
Maybe
think
it was a poor
ethical
choice of words for me.
Which is fine. I don't hold grudges.
But I know you don't. But I want you to know, too, that I'm not just a total dick.
If I thought you were a dick, I wouldn't be sitting next to you on the show right now. Is that fair enough?
All right.
Fair
love
enough.
you. Thank you.
Love you, too. Long time. Love you, long time.
And they both drop a
Since
long
the
time.
late
Long
90s.
time. It's like a
Jersey.
late 90s?
Late
Yeah,
90s.
no, I've heard it mentioned many times. Big Trouble, Little China. I gotta figure this out. Wait, so I'm glad that that felt like a lot of love
felt
there.
good,
That
didn't
felt
it?
real
We have
good.
great
Jersey guys
respect.
are serious.
Yes.
Jersey guys are serious.
What did you think of him when were you a freshman or an 8th grader?
All right,
when
so
he
let me
was a
tell the
senior?
story about Chris Simms for Ramapo High School. So Chris's sophomore and junior year, I would have been in 6th and 7th grade, not to age you.
Yeah, sorry.
So my dad was the coach, so that's why I was so close to the program.
And
my dad
Simms
was
has
the
said
head
that
coach.
your dad was a hell of a fucking
He was
Legend.
a great coach.
Legend.
We won a lot of games, but we never could get over the championship hurdle of being Ramapo. So then fast forward to senior year, they had Chris, they had Greg Toll.
Right.
They had Malazzo was the wide receiver.
Miano or Milanese.
Something.
Yes.
Milanese.
Yeah, one of those Italian,
North Jersey Italian guys that grew up in Franklin Lakes or Wyckoff. And they were the talk. Obviously, he was the player of the year.
Magazine,
the whole thing. They come to Wayne Hills. There was 15,000 people at this game, which is not Texas. So in New Jersey, that was a big deal.
15,000 was a big deal, right?
Big deal. And it was, and we finally beat.
Do you remember
Simms.
your dad's speech? Were you in the locker room?
I was in 8th grade. I was the ball boy. I was, just happy to be around the team. I thought those kids were like the coolest guys ever. I grew up idolizing like the Chris Simms and like my dad's quarterbacks as a kid.
Yeah.
Like, that was a big deal for us to be a senior captain of that was all we knew. We didn't idolize the Giants players. It's just not what we grew up
with the guys, right?
We grew up in the locker room.
And then I got into college and I would, come home for certain games or whatever it may be. And I don't think it was your last game. It was your brother's last game, right? State championship against Ramapo at Wayne Hills where they lost, like you guys had the lead. You were like a sophomore and junior.
Yeah, so we lost to Ramapo in the state championship my sophomore year.
Yeah, right.
Chris, my older brother's junior year.
Junior, okay.
Then my older brother's senior year, we went to Ramapo.
Yeah.
Lost. And then my senior year, home against Ramapo, and we finally won.
Okay.
And then from that point on, that got us over the hump.
Right.
Simms uses Jersey as an excuse for anything. Curses too much, sorry, I'm Jersey. Punches someone, sorry, I'm Jersey. Is that a legitimate
Jersey
excuse?
things?
It is. It's a fair.
We are the meatheadiest of all states.
You go to a team and there's a few Jersey guys. Do you naturally cling to each other?
Yeah, I think you have to
Fuck.
stick together with your guys because everyone's so hard on Jersey.
Yeah.
That if you don't stick up for Jersey, no one will.
Right. New York shits on
even
Jersey.
if you have to lie.
So we always have
Even
to
if
be
we have
like,
to lie.
hey, fuck you. We're from Jersey. We'll whoop your ass. You
Well,
know,
I'm
it's
from
even if we have to
Philadelphia, so I
lie,
get all of your bullshit.
Because parts of Jersey suck, right? I mean,
Yeah.
we all know that, but I can't say that to anyone in an argument. I have to just defend it till the death.
That's what I have to do with Eagles fans. As a
There you go.
Philadelphia Eagles fan.
Same thing.
You are, in my mind, the perfect guest for this week.
Thank you.
You played both teams, right? Your team played both teams.
Yep,
and
I played neither.
You're about to be an amazing broadcaster. I see it. I can smell it. I can feel it.
Thank you.
You can smell it too. What's going to happen in this game? What's the Greg Olsen feel for this event?
I think the real overarching view of this is New England. Their big thing is they're always going to. Belichick teams are always going to hang their hat on taking away what you do best, right? Defensively,
of course.
So if you're going against the Eagles, we're saying, okay, we're not going to let Ajayi and these guys get rolling on us and Blunt and get rolling on us in the run game, because from the run game, as you saw in Minnesota, the NFC game, they start running the ball. All of a sudden, now the play action, the boots, RPOs, everything works off getting those guys rolling, right? And they got 3 really good backs. So if they get down there and they take that away, they're going to force Nick Foles, who played out of his mind, and if he can bottle that and play again, I think their offense is a handful, because they got, between Jeffrey and Aguilar
saying,
and
you
Ertz,
put 8 in the box.
I mean, they got dudes now that can go out and get open in the passing game, and if Foles plays the way he does, that's a challenge. And then, of course, Tom Brady's Tom Brady.
But if you had to pick a winner, you're going to pick.
I'll never bet against Brady.
I know, right? No way.
You just can't. I think it's a mid 20s game. I think it's a less than a touchdown game, and if it's close at the end, history says you can't not
take New England.
I know.
Brady.
Agreed. I think Philadelphia's better, but I'm going to pick New England to win 28-24.
And I'm going 24-23 Eagles with a Gostkowski missed field goal.
Wow, you're really diving in.
He's an Eagles fan.
I respect that.
It's sick.
All right.
It's in my veins.
All right.
Yeah, I got the sign right there. All right, so I want you to pub what you've come here to do, but here's how we do it on Simms and Lefkoe. Your speech, your spiel, we rate it 1 through 10. And I feel like you're going to be dynamic and really personable.
Right, let's give it a shot.
So I'm very excited.
I hope you suck, and I give you a 1.
So I'm here for the Microsoft Create Change campaign. This fall, they teamed up with a handful of guys and how we use the Microsoft Surface technology to better our philanthropic efforts. Backstory, my son 5 years ago was born with a very complex congenital heart disease, required a long line of open heart procedures and surgeries and care. My wife and I started What's the Hardest Yard, which is the logo you see on this awesomely designed helmet, designed on a surface. Winner of the best design goes to the Super Bowl. Anyway, so we started with the Hardest Yard. It's a privatized in-home medical benefits company, benefits service, and entirely privatized funding for my family and our foundation. And our nurses now, because of this Microsoft technology, when they go into the home, instead of like when we brought our son home, we would journal everything and then bring it actually in hand to the doctors. They have created a cloud software on the Surface that our nurses go into the home, in real time input all the critical data that the doctors need to know, and it's automatically uploaded to the system at the Children's Hospital and at the cardiac facilities up there with their doctors. And this has just changed how we provide care for these kids, changed what the care is like within the home, and instead of them always having to be hospitalized, they can get hospital level care in-house because of partners like Microsoft, who has allowed us to use technology to bridge that gap.
Pretty strong.
What's amazing is that he was like, I want to shit on you. And then you're like, I'm changing the world. So I'm very curious to see what you go with. I'm going to say this. The fact that you made it personal,
I know.
What you're doing is incredible.
Incredible.
You fucked up the word service that one time.
Yeah,
It was so close.
But I want to say this for real, though.
Off the cuff, I did the best I could.
It was ethical. It wasn't unethical.
Thank you.
I
try not to be unethical.
We see so many football players that come in here, and you guys are more your people that happen to play football. But the fact that you've also created change like this.
Nice.
It's fucking incredible.
Good plug.
Man.
No.
You're a professional.
I follow him around.
Easy.
Yeah, don't give me too much. He'll get a little bit jealous.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Well, thanks, guys. I enjoyed.
No, you were the man. You really are. You're a great dude. And
thanks, man.
I didn't mean to ever
I'm glad you guys.
So good.
It was good.
Right.
It felt right.
There was no other place to do this than on air.
Yeah, no doubt.
Don't you think?
Save it for the podcast. That's our motto.
That's what we do.
Greg
Thanks,
Olsen, you're going to be seeing him calling the biggest games because he's going to be a media professional. He's a savage. He's a savant. He is everything you want and more. Greg Olsen.
Well, slightly overboard. I'll take it. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, brother. Tafoya, Boselli, Watson, Kamara, Gordon, and Olsen. That's a hell of a fucking rundown.
And you squashed the beef with Greg. You guys are
and
good.
Boselli.
And Boselli, yeah.
Boselli.
It's been his redemption tour today.
Woo! Yes. Woo! That's 2 less people that want to beat the shit out of me. Thank you.
Hopefully we don't see Bortles.
No, I want Bortles on this podcast.
I wanted to make sure. Greg, I've known Greg since I remember when he was in 6th grade, like with the water bottles. Like, hey, guys, here, are you thirsty playing Chris Simms at Ramapo? So I didn't want him to be mad at me, and I saw the headline, and I said, damn, he's going to see the headline of what I said.
That's what you said. You said fucking headlines.
Yes.
That's the society we're in.
Yes.
Especially Pro Football Talk, because it's like
yes,
8
that's
words.
what it is, right.
And if you thought today was good, I'm going to give you 2 names because I don't want to block us into having to do guys, but I know Von Miller and Aaron Donald are going to be here.
Bam.
Look, we've reached a point with the podcast for all the people that have supported us for a very long time. I hope this is as good for you as it is for us. We walk around here, and all of a sudden...
Are you going to smoke a cigarette after?
I'm fucking spent. Ugh. But every guest comes here. And I'm seeing all these other radio shows and stuff being like, man, how are they getting all those guys? Because we're the Players Podcast.
Yeah.
We're Simms and Lefkoe.
Yeah.
We keep it real.
Bleacher Report.
We tell the truth.
What?
And it feels good. Guys, thank you so much. As always, hit us up on social media at Simms and Lefkoe, Twitter, Instagram. Check out Bleacher Report, of course. We took over their Instagram story, and that was a lot of fun. And, of course, if you subscribe to iTunes, leave that 5-star review. I'm going to collect all of the Super Week iTunes reviews. We might do an episode of just responding to iTunes.
Okay.
We'll have that fucking many because you guys are great. We love you. For Simms.
Peace out, homies.
For Fendrick.
Good night, everybody.
Hey, and the LEFKOE
Man.
says I love you.
The ultimate transitioner.
Fuck you. Talk to you guys later. The ultimate transitioner.